Yes, is Deputy Miller available?
He is, but he's in an interview right now with an inmate. Can I have him call you back when he's done?
Yes, if he could. And can you check emails? I just sent him an email about some text messages I received.
Let me look here. Yes, I've got your emails. I'll go ahead and print them off for him, and that way he'll know what's going on.
It says attention Miller. That's the one I just sent it.
Yes. Attention Miller, alarming text messages.
Yes, that's right. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Miller available.
He worked last night. He got off at 2 o'clock this morning.
All right. So when's he going to be available?
He'll be back tonight at 5 o'clock.
Okay. So who's the day person?
He's the night person, yes.
Okay. Is there a deputy available right now?
I think so. Hang on a second. Let me see.
Sheriff's office.
Yeah, deputy.
Yes.
Who's this?
This Deputy Smith.
Okay, Deputy Smith. This is Daryl McClanahan. I was trying to get a follow-up on Ron Steely Sunday night. Had left more flyers out. Well, someone left more flyers out here by our house.
Okay.
And I wanted to report to Deputy Miller that I got some text messages from a person that said that they were contacted by, as they called it, a shit stirrer to make trouble for us. And he also asked me to remove a video where I talked about the four-wheeler racing down the road and said I should take the video down unless I want trouble. And I said, are you threatening me? No, I'm not threatening you. If you don't want to take it down, don't take it down. But it's basically a threat. If you don't want us to make more trouble for your family.
Okay. Now, well, I don't know anything about that specific issue. As far as what did you say, there were more flyers?
Sunday night, there were flyers. Saturday, there were drive-bys on Saturday with the horn honking.
Okay.
Those are documented.
I'm not aware of that. That would be the night shift deal. Have you spoke with one of those guys?
Deputy Miller is supposed to be investigating the course of conduct for what's going on over here.
Okay. Okay.
As well as the social worker that was here. Our family had a false report made against us that I'm on meth and that I want to assassinate the neighbors and my wife is beaten and that she's had a DUI and took the children to court while she was drunk. The family services worker was here and she observed Ron Steely driving by the house, turning around and driving back, watching her. And he's done this when we've had other people here who have witnessed it as well.
Right. Now, I did hear about that.
Okay.
That issue there. I can't look that up. That's not my case. I'm not sure where he's at. He's probably no doubt still in the investigation process.
He told me Monday he was going to be seeing the prosecutor. On Saturday when he was out here, he said he was going to be seeing the prosecutor on Monday morning when he collected more flyers. And then the reserve officer came out here at 9:30 and picked up more of the same thing. And they're targeting my wife now. They're putting pictures of. Sure, you're aware of that?
Well, I believe her mother called and expressed some of those concerns. Wanted to know where where they were at with those cases, and I referred her to the prosecuting attorney's office because after we turn those in, we don't. Some of the guys might, but I don't follow up in my cases once I turn them in. The prosecutor does what he does, and I don't. You know, unless I'm going to court or something, I don't check back up with them. Let's see the schedule. Now Miller will be here. Miller will be here at 5.
He's getting a horrible schedule. It seems like these days and then nights.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he works. He has a kind of a turnaround there. He's on the. He will be on tonight though, unless something, you know, barring if he calls in sick or something like that. But he'll be on 1700 hours tonight, and he'll know more about where he's at on that.
That's at 5 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Best to call when? A half hour before he leaves for calls, or you never know, or call right at 5, or it's a good time to catch him when he's there checking in or something.
Yeah, normally I can't speak naturally for everybody because you never know. So many times you get in the truck, you might get a call right off. But,
sure.
But typically there shortly after 5, you would be more likely to catch him.
Okay. There are flyers now of my wife in the crosshairs of a rifle scope.
Well, that's obviously inappropriate behavior. I'm not sure why he is a grown man. I'm not sure why he's doing all that. But that is an open case, is it not, or has it gone to the prosecutor?
Yeah, I don't know if it, as of Saturday it was open, I guess, and then it's going to. I mean, and the reserve officer that came, I felt bad. He drove over. I have the thing in my driveway. Drove over it in the dark, and but he was very nice. He's an old guy, and I put the video up. I didn't put the video up of where he ran over it because I was filming, and it didn't do any damage or anything. But he was very not sure what was in there. But then he had rubber gloves on, and he put those flyers that I never touched, and he put them in a bag for evidence. So,
okay.
So I think these flyers could all be compared in some way that they came from the same source. They have black Sharpie marker on them. The writing is all very similar with calling me names, and they didn't. I don't think they wrote anything calling my wife names, but I would say the crosshairs of a target on her face and is words enough to say that she's targeted as well. So, and then I think it should be followed up to what this guy said on the text message. He said, I was contacted by, and I said, well, why don't you report it anonymously to the sheriff's office who called you? And of course he didn't, and I asked him directly, what's the person's name? Oh, I don't want to make more trouble. Well, you know, and he's telling me how he's got a college education. He's such a smart college boy. His name is Josh. He lives over here. He was married to Ashley Comstock. That's who the text messages came from. And he says in the text message he was contacted to make trouble for us. And 2 years ago he was down here armadillo hunting, shining a laser light around up here, and I talked to him on the road. And then they tried to say that I was doing that. I don't have any laser lights. And I talked to him like cutting wood. I was over on a road when a tornado went through here. How long ago did the tornado go through? Maybe 2 years ago. I was over here by the Sam's property where a tree had taken out a fence by the road, and I cut up a bunch of firewood for us. And he stopped by on a four-wheeler, and that was the first time I met him. Then they told me the colored kid's moving down there, and he's a good kid, and I said, that's fine with me. And I had been at the hardware store, and Ron Steely was asking me, what are you going to do? Niggers moving in there by you, because they think I'm some kind of Ku Klux Klan person or something. I said, I don't ever use that word unless someone acts that way. And I met Dylan, and he's a fine person. I would have no reason to bother him or be hateful towards someone like that. He's a human being and deserves respect when people, just like you should treat people with respect until they're like criminals or they're disrespectful to you. And we should all be respectful to each other. I think that's why it's a big deal for when I ask you to identify yourself. You are the police. You are the law. And I have respect for the law. And these people, you know, he wrote in that text message, a shit stir. That's how he described the guy. And my children aren't in here. They're still sleeping. He said a shit stir contacted me and wanted me to make trouble. Well, I think if this is under investigation for the constant harassment, who's the poop stirrer? Okay? And I could guess just about who it is, because Sam over here that don't want to be involved told me he was contacted by Ron Steely directly, and he asked Sam, come over and shoot. And he said, Daryl, I got a whole gun cabinet full of guns, and I could come over here, but I'm not going to come over here to harass you and your family for him. Okay? So Sam was asked too. This is a course of conduct of can we harass that family and make trouble for them. And I'm not calling up to bust your balls, and I don't want to call you in the morning. I got a cup of coffee sitting here, and my wife is home today. I'd rather spend the morning visiting with her before she goes to work than this.
Sure.
I don't want to take your resources and everything. And, of course, I know you were under the impression I don't like law enforcement. I don't like it when there's false claims made against me. It makes me mad. I'm a guy. So, you know, and these neighbors have called the guy who we were selling the house with. They've made trouble. That's why you were out here November 2nd. They've made trouble when they were out. He had already signed off care, control, and custody of this property to me and my wife because we've fulfilled everything we were supposed to do. And they made any kind of trouble they can make under the sun. Child services, health department. When all along I said, what do I got to do to settle it? And Sam 3 months ago came over here with a bottle of moonshine and said, hey, Daryl, could you take the fence down that you were starting to put up and put it where they want it? And I said, because he said, that'll make peace, and I wouldn't care if you lived here forever. You seem like an okay guy. And for months I've been offering to make peace with them. And they want to sue me and drag junk up here, come over and shine spotlights when I got people looking at the house. When I got workers here, they come and they want to harass the workers. And then, of course, I'm bent about it. And I can't help myself but being bent about it. Okay, I'll let you go. I'll try to call Miller tonight and let him know about the text messages. And it has stopped. There were no flyers when my wife came home from work last night. She was talking to her mom on the phone. She's a little concerned when she comes home. What's that? For safety. You know, so she could say, yeah, call the law, Mom, or call Daryl. I'm down the road or something. Not that I could do much because I have little children I'm taking care of.
Right. I understand
so,
that.
Okay.
Yeah, after 5, like I said,
okay.
if he's not
all right.
engaged, he should be
okay.
here.
If you could take a short message to put a call in for me if I miss him.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
I will do that.
All right. Thank you very much. You have a good day.
You too, sir.